day, everybody. Ryan Corney here. I just wanted to share with you today some thoughts that I've been having about the book, The Art of War from Sun Tzu. And I'm not going to necessarily give a review because it's been a couple years since I've read this book, but some of the quotes have been on my mind that I wanted to share with you today. And one of those first quotes is, "Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win." Well, how does this relate to our life? Well, our mentality is so important. How we enter into our business, how we enter into our family, how we enter into our ministry, how we enter into our job, our career, the mindset that we have is so incredibly important. If we go in there with a foolish mindset, or if we go in there and we haven't put together a proper plan, or if we go in there with a negative attitude, then it's going to breed negative things. The next quote is, "The general who wins the battle makes many calculations in his temple before the battle is fought." And this kind of goes back to the last quote of when we're entering into a new arena in our lives. You have to have a seedbed of values, a value set. You have to have a place to where good or bad is going to spring from your life. We're body, soul, mind, and spirit. We can't ignore the spirit part of our life. If our spirit is weak, then when the going gets tough, we're going to fail. But if our spirit is strong, we got a good connection to our faith, we got a good connection to God in our lives, and I believe that that is the seedbed of where success can be so strong in our life as opposed to not having that in our life. So faith is such an important part of everything I do, and so I believe that that is where a lot of the good and positive things come from. The next quote is, "Opportunities multiply as they are seized." So every time you take advantage of an opportunity, I believe more and more opportunities are just going to start compounding and compounding, and you're going to get more and more blessed, and more opportunities come your way as you seize the opportunities that you have. If you ignore opportunities, then those opportunities are not going to find you anymore because you're closing the door. You keep closing the door. But if you open the door and you walk through it, people are going to see that. They're going to come to you for advice. They're going to come to you and want to work with you. And so that's going to present more and more opportunities. And you're going to take advantage of those opportunities because the next quote is, "You have to believe in yourself." You have to believe in yourself. And this is going to come because you know who you are. The next quote is, "Know your enemy and know yourself, and you can fight 100 battles without disaster." It's so important to know who we are. And that's going to come from, you're again, back to that temple, back to that establishment of your identity, of knowing who you are, knowing your place, having a sense of belonging. And that's going to come for those positive things in your life, faith, family, those kind of things that just establishes our identity, and we can have a belief in ourselves and go forward from there. The next quote is, "Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by the infinite variety of circumstances." The next quote after that is, "Water shapes its course according to the nature of the ground which it flows." And these two kind of go hand in hand. Just because you were successful at something yesterday or a year ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago doesn't mean that that thing's going to work today. Opportunities change, situations change, technologies change, methods are going to have to change. So the internet, is so incredibly powerful, and the way you did business 10 years ago is not going to be the way that you do business today. So you need to stay on top of that. You have to change your situation. You have to change your tactics based on the circumstances many times. The next quote is, "What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins but excels in winning with ease." Now, something worth doing is worth doing right, and it's not always easy, but it shouldn't be hard. The things in our life shouldn't just be a hard thing that we just hate doing it, we can't stand doing it, and it's just hard. If we're doing something that we love, if we're doing something that comes from inside of us, then it's not going to be hard because we enjoy doing it. And those people who are the most successful are those who enjoy what they're doing. And it becomes easy to them because it's not really work, it's actually play. And then the last quote is, "We cannot enter into alliances until we are acquainted with the designs of our neighbors." And that point just brings me to the conclusion here is, who are you working with? You cannot enter into alliance, you cannot enter into a team unless you know who you're working with. So through these videos and through your comments, I'm wanting to get to know you and to be a help to you, and we can be a help to each other. And so I'm just blessed to be able to be a part of a wonderful team where we help one another, where we have mentorship, where we have training, and where we're not alone, but we work together, we help one another in an alliance. So if you want to find out more about what we're doing, post a comment, and also check out my link in the description below. Hope you're having a great day. Looking forward to talking to you soon.